Good morning, internet people. Welcome to this new motovlog or motorcycle content channel that is called Condor Moto Rides. So today, since it's the very first video that I'm doing, I'm going to explain who I am, what it is that this channel is going to be for, and why I'm doing it. So first of all, I'm going to tell you guys who I am, because that's somewhat relevant to what I'm gonna do, right? So as you can see, I'm riding in the middle of a city, and unless you guys know what this is, I'm gonna have to tell you, right? This is Madrid in Spain. So this is the capital of Spain, Madrid. I live in Spain, I live in Madrid, I live in Europe. These are the big 5 or 6 towers that we have here. Not too much more than this, because you know, skylines are not something that we do in Europe. But regardless, that's not the whole point. The reason I'm telling you this is because even though I live in Spain, this is going to be an English content motorcycle channel. But that also means that, of course, English is not my native language, it's my second language. And therefore, you're gonna hear me mispronounce a few things every now and then. Please be aware that that's the reason why. But the whole point is, it's important for you to know where I live and where I am, because that's what this motorcycle-based channel is gonna be about. It's gonna be about motorcycles, but from a European perspective, right? So, as you can see, what am I riding? What's that guy riding? We're riding adventure bikes. These are the most common bikes in Europe. Adventure bikes and naked bikes. So, I'm not a naked bike guy. In fact, this is my second motorcycle. I have 2 bikes in my garage. This is a Tiger, a Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro, which is, I got it last year, a little bit over a year ago. And I also have a Yamaha Midnight Star 950. That's a cruiser, right? So I'm going to talk about cruisers, and I'm going to talk about adventure bikes, and I'm going to talk about scramblers and modern classic motorcycles, those types of bikes. Basically everything except the ones that are planned for going really, really fast. That's the only thing I'm not interested in, right? Like speed bikes. I may still speak about them because I like all motorcycles, but personally, those are the ones that interest me the least. And so that's important. That's what this channel is going to be about, and that's what I'm going to talk about, and that's my perspective. Now, the other point that I want to bring out is the type of content that I'm going to make. So I'm going to do this, moto vlogs. I like vlogging. I really enjoy moto vlogging. And that's what I'm gonna do in this channel. But that's not the only content I'm gonna make. I also like learning about motorcycles, comparing motorcycle data, you know, all those types of things, like sales data and new motorcycles, you know, new information, like news, basically, motorcycle news. I'm not a reporter. I'm a data guy. I like data, right? So I do my own data analysis every now and then. But of course, you're gonna have to keep in mind that most of the data that I have access to is from Spain. So if I ever talk about data, it's gonna be from either a Spanish or European perspective. I don't think it's gonna be often that I'll talk about data from an American or non-European perspective. Anyhow, that's the content that I want to make. Hopefully I may even get to travel and discuss some of those travel situations with you guys, because I mean, this is a traveling motorcycle. That's the whole point of it. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now, why I'm doing all of this, why is it that I'm starting a motovlog channel like so late in the game? Because there's so many people out there already doing this, people that have been doing this for maybe even 10 years by now. Why am I just starting today? Well, there's two reasons for that. One is, of course, that I didn't even know motovlogs existed until maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And when I decided to start my own channel, this is in fact my second motorcycle channel. The first one that I made, which is still running, it's doing okay, is it's also called Condor Moto, but that one's in Spanish, right? So the Spanish view of motorcycling is a little bit different from mine, because I think I have a little bit more of a world view, right? And so I wanted, ever since I began my my Spanish language channel, I always thought about, you know, when I began that channel, I always thought, should I start it in English or should I do it in Spanish? And I came to the conclusion that I had to do it in Spanish because, of course, I live in Spain, and anyone I was going to meet, anyone I was going to ride with, anyone I was going to interact with was going to be here in Spain, and therefore it made more sense to do it in Spanish. So the people that I started interacting with would be other Spanish motovloggers or just people in Spain in general. And some of that has happened, but not to the extent that I thought it would. And so I thought, well, you know what, might as well just start the English channel by now anyhow, because it's not like the Spanish language channel is giving me a lot of interaction with people other than through comments mostly. And I don't need to be in Spain for that, which means I don't need to be in America or the UK for the same thing if I want to do it in English. And therefore that's why we have this channel now. That's why I have this new channel going on. This is the first video, this is the very first motovlog, but I'm gonna do a whole bunch. I'm gonna do a lot because, I mean, I already have a lot of content in my other channel, and I think some of it may be relatable in English, but of course you guys are not gonna watch it because it's in Spanish and nobody likes subtitles, right? So I'm not gonna translate. I may just like have another take on them, on those same topics that I discussed in my other channel, since I already have the info or the opinions in my head. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what this channel is about. That was a very, very quick introduction to me, to my channel, this new channel, and to what I've been doing and to what I want to be doing from now on over here. Hopefully that's you know, hopefully I've explained it properly, but if not, I mean, I would expect very, very few people to see this video because it's the very first video of a new channel. But if anyone gets to see it, please let me know what you think, leave me some comments, and yeah, I mean, it'd be great if some of you became the very first subscribers. Please do so, don't forget. It's great to subscribe, it's great to have subscribers. And even though this is only the first video and I don't have any others, keep in mind, I already have another channel with over 200 videos. So once I start, I promise I'm going to continue. I promise I'm going to give a lot of content, and I have a lot of information to share. So you're not going to waste your time if you subscribe to this channel just because it only has one video. I promise it's going to be worth it. Look at the nice bikes. I'm also going to give you a lot of information, or at least a lot of insight into what motorcycling is like in Europe and in Spain, I meant. But before I go, it's very important for everyone to understand that I'm not a reporter, I'm not a professional motorcyclist or anything like that. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal motorcyclist. That's it, that's me. I have nothing special in skills or in knowledge. I'm just passionate about motorcycles. That's it. That's all I have, but I hope it's enough.